What's up, family? Out here in the Matrix, you know how we do. Same thing every day. Every day, same thing. It's not a new day, it's not another day, it's just all one day. So it's not a multiple of day after day after day, it's just one day. It's great to live within the construct. It's great to live out of the construct of time and space and be able to engage within the timeline, but not be of the timeline. It's great to be able to see things through. You can say two pairs of glasses, or it's great to be able to see things for how they really are. It's great to be able to see reality, but also be able to still have an awareness and be able to engage the old view. So the old view has been dropped, and this new view presents itself and becomes part of our being, our character. And it's what we see. But we're still able to engage with people that don't have the same view. We're still able to relate because we came from that view. So there's no imbalance going on other than the using of words. What's up, family? What's up, NorCal, SoCal, GEO? What's up, GEO? You know, just being GEO, got my GEO hat on. Always got my GEO hat on. You can call me GEO. My uncle used to tell me, or when I was a kid, I used to hear from my uncle the joke. It used to be, oh, you can call me Frank, or you can call me Jerry, you can call me Steve, and you can call me Mark, but don't you dare call me. Something like that. So I'll throw it back at you. You can you can call me anything, but don't you dare call me separated. You can call me Jerry, you can call me Steve, you can call me Geo, you can call me Brandon, you can call me Caleb, you can call me Alicia, you could call me Rhoda, you could call me Kaylin, you could call me Lynette, you could call me any name you want, but don't call me separate from God. Just coming at you, Geo, God expressing oneness, back in front of the camera. Coming with no name, really. Geo is the only acceptable name that I can take on now that Mark Price has left the building. What a hindrance it was to live my whole life absent from almost every scene and wondering why that I never seemed to really be totally involved with everything that I was getting involved with, observing and everything else. Everything from school to the TVs that we would watch on the TV. You know, I was there but not really there. I was absent. They would mark me absent in class, but I was there. I would go home and my mom would say, hey, where were you? You were supposed to be in school today. And I would say, I was there. I was in class. So I've been absent my whole life. But now it's all making sense. Now I can safely say there's a reason and a purpose for everything. There's a reason, there's a purpose for everything. I was supposed to be absent. Maybe I really was absent too then. But Mark is absent. Mark has left the building. He's absent again. But this time he really left. We used to play around with it back then too. We would cut. We would actually really cut. We would be absent. So sometimes we really were absent. Maybe the teacher just got tired of us being absent and would mark us absent even though we were there. Maybe that was it. It's nice to be absent again. I've been present enough. It's kind of like I've always been this way. Like I've always met a lot of wealthy people in my life. My kids are friends with kids of really very wealthy people. I have a lot of money, and I've met a lot of wealthy people. I've been privileged to seek out and find a lot of wealthy people, business owners, and people that I've even worked for, and got to know them on a personal level. And even those that were real close to me. I mean, really close to me. Like we would drink together. And they would always talk about, their life or share their experience in a way, they were willing to teach you how to fish, but they couldn't fish for you. I used to always look at it as though they wouldn't fish for you. Like, they're not really going to give you anything. I got that from the gate, right? But I didn't get what they were trying to give me at the moment. They were trying to give me what they were trying to give me. So in that moment, I wasn't really hearing that the real gift was that they were willing to share with me how they got to where they were. And it wasn't because they didn't want to give me money, but it was because they couldn't. They couldn't give to me what they knew I needed by giving me money. So it was up to me to go fish. It was up to me to get honest. It was up to me to get real. It's up to you. And so it's the same thing with this whole unity, this whole being one with God, recognizing your inner being, recognizing that you are connected to Source and that you are this Source. It's the same thing. If I could give it to you, I would, but I can't. If I could make it, if I could just snap my finger and then have you see in what I see, and or even not what I see, but you would see for you to see your own story between you and this unity between you and your Father, your own story. If I could give you a pair of glasses that could just show you your story being connected to Source. Sorry about that air conditioner. I would, but we can't. So it's sort of like the same thing what was happening when I was interviewing all these rich people. I was trying to ask questions and get personal, and they were all of them, and there were multiple, had the same thread of love. Each one of them that I ran into would give me their time, would give me their conversation, would help me to see what they were doing and how they were doing it. But again, I had to go through the journey myself and still have to go through the journey myself. I still am responsible in a lot of ways to my own story. And my own story requires me to be completely empty. That's my only responsibility. The only one responsibility that I have left is to relinquish all responsibility over into the hands of the will of God. Because I've come to the awareness of that which is the will of God. And so my only responsibility is to be absolutely obedient to this will. To have no distractions and to be completely empty. To the probing, prodding, positioning, and fulfilling of that which is put in front of me. I don't have the luxury of doubt and fear anymore. Nor do I have the time to invest, because there's no need to invest anymore. The investment has already been made. The yielding has already been done. The fruit has already been produced and is alive, ever present, everywhere. It's everywhere. There's fruit everywhere, just waiting to be harvested. And so I come to the to the apple tree, to the when you have, the guy that has a farm. I come to the farm. I come to pluck every apple. I come to water, wash, shine every orange and apple. I come to harvest all the fruit. None is left out. None. I come to wash away all confusion. I come to bring complete, pure clarity. Not tunnel vision, but God vision. I come to live the example of this emptiness, of this selflessness, of this absolute trust, of this total rest and stillness within the being to which we all are. I come online, on the screen, to be a living example for others, so that others can see, like George Mueller so finely inscribed in several books, that there's no need for me to chase after anything or do anything. God takes care of God. God takes care of his children. God takes care of you. God takes care of everything. All things. Without your involvement. And I'm here to show and be an example that you can leave the check blank and still be good. Not only still be good, but you can leave the check blank and trust that that was the right move. It's kind of scary, I know. Because if I told you, hey, right now, you could have door number A, B, or C. And in door number A, and the doors are open. And you didn't, like this isn't Price is Right. The Price is Right. The Preister, Mark Price, that's my show. Just kidding. They got my name. I gave it to them. Remember, I gave up my name for no name? Yeah, they took it. Anyway, so you got 3 doors behind you, right behind me. One of them has full of gold, $1 trillion of gold. And the other one is, again, it's just houses, cars, a business that's changing the world. And you could have, and the other one is also, that's up, the door's up, but it's empty. But here's the thing. If you take the gold, you get what you get. You get what you see. The gold, and that's it. If you take the business, you get what you see too, and you get, something that's doing good in the world. But you get what you see. But if you take the room that's empty, it's all a mystery. So this is a mystery grab. So the empty door is the mystery. So you can take nothing, or you can have your gold now. And you can risk the gold. So you can say, okay, I'm risking the gold to either get a and get nothing, really nothing, or I'm taking the gold, screw it, I need a payday, I'm cool, I'm out, give me the damn gold. Cool. So you get the gold, but that's it. You're limited. Or you can risk everything on the room that has nothing in it and possibly come out with no gold and no, life-changing business that changes the world or whatever. None of that. It could be a but it could also be way better than the gold and the other in the business. 1,000 times better than all that. Like, instead of just a $1 trillion worth of gold, like an unlimited source, like a total, like a hose, where there is no limit. 1 trillion, 2 trillion, 3 trillion, 4, 5 trillion, 6 trillion. It could just be the total absolute best ever. So you're taking a risk by not signing the check with an amount that life will pay you. Life gives everybody this check. You're taking a risk. And I'm here to tell you, cool. I'm in the seats of The Price is Right, and I'm trying to tell you, take the empty room. Take the empty room. Take the empty room. Don't take the gold. No. You dummy! Take the empty room. Risk everything. So that's what we're saying. You got to fish for yourself. Learn to fish on your own. No one can fish for you. You got to come into your own. You got to unplug yourself. But we're here to help you unplug. We're here to help you see your plug. And then after a few, videos of mine, maybe one, you had enough of me. You're like, oh crap. I don't want to hear this guy anymore. Let me unplug. I must be hearing him because I'm plugged in. You might want to unplug just so you can stop having to listen to me. But we want you to see the plug, and we want you to go, oh man, and just unplug. Go fish on your own. Make a difference now. Stop waiting for the money. You guys are the bomb. I could go on and on and on and on. There's so many different ways to look at it, right? But are we looking at it? Are we in this even position of seeking? Or are we just living moment to moment, day to day? And do we have any drive left in life at all? Is there any eye of the tiger left? Is there any spark underneath all that's going on in this society that you live in? Is there any hope? Is there any ambition? Excuse me. Is there anything out there left within your life? Is there any ambition? Is there any adventurous outlook? Yeah, there is. Of course there is. You've just buried it. And it's going to take some digging to bring it to the surface. It's not what you're used to. Believing that everything is going to work out to the best of your ability is very foreign to you. Believing that you can trust God to take care of everything, even the rent that you don't have, and trusting that at the end of the month, somehow, some way, you're going to be okay. This is not something that we're used to. Laying it all on the line to let God answer and know that you and your Father are one, this is not easy for you. We understand that. That's okay. We're here to make it easier. We're here to help. We're here to tell you we're here with you. We'll hold your hand. We'll help you. We'll guide you. We'll help you to understand that we all go through, many have gone, we can all relate to everything you're going through. Many go through the same thing and other things, some worse than others, some not so worse. There's really no judgment to any of it. It's all the same. It's kind of like climbing up to Mount Everest and then jumping off without a parachute. Much love, Friday. Family, I love you. Happy Friday, TGIF. Go Oneness, go GEO. You are marked priceless. You're invaluable. You have total value, worthiness, and everything. And don't forget it. You're loved. And if you aren't loved currently where you're at, you're loved here in this circle. Go tell a friend. Subscribe, share, like the videos, and we'll see you on the other side.